Hey guys, I just wanted to have a quick tutorial here, so to speak. It's come to my attention that people are constantly, don't know if it's the school they go to nowadays. There's a lot of young fellas doing it, saying it, and not understanding what's required with stud placement in framing. First and foremost, new construction. Your studs go 16-inch, not centers. When you mark out 16 inches on your stud in new structure, that is the location of the inside of your stud. You're not measuring centers, you're just measuring a 16-inch mark. You put a line there and put an X to the left of it, assuming you're going from right to left on framing an exterior wall. If you're going left to right framing an exterior wall, then obviously you're going to put the X on the right of your line, because that determines the outside face or inside face of your stud. New construction. Do not move your fucking stud, okay? Otherwise you will have a bunch of pissed off chip rockers that specialize in it, and none of their goddamn screws are hitting center points, or they're on the outsides of a stud because you learned in school and just jerked off to the knowledge that you set your studs back 3/4 of an inch, because you fucking don't. Okay? New construction, stop fucking doing it. And I'm saying that only because every time I turn around and I go on a job, whether I'm a carpenter, you know what I mean? It's what I do for a living. It's what I've done for 26 years, since I was 17 years old. Having said that, the exception is when you're in a pre-existing residential and you're doing a renovation. Assuming that the walls have gyprock on them or some type of finish, in that case, you do in fact have to set your studs back. And in which case people say, oh, you get out your measuring tape and you kneel down and you start busting your balls trying to fucking look at your tape and put a fine mark 3/4 of an inch. You don't do that. Okay, don't do that either. You have tools for a reason. All your tools are geometrically designed in one way or another to determine those spacings. Okay, so that brings me to the speed square. If you lay out 16s, put marks every 16 from the inside of your 2x4, right? If there's nothing on the wall and you're going to have sheetrock here, 5/8, well, guess what? That piece right there, that window, that happens to be the space you need. So when you're here, I don't know if you guys can see that. I don't think you can. Let me show you. There we go. Look. So let's go like that. This would be the 16-inch mark. Now, if it's new construction, you're going to put the stud on this side of the mark, because gyprock is going to go on it, and the gyprock is going to move the next sheet on a pre-existing wall over. Therefore, this becomes your center line. If it's already buttoned up to a finished wall, then this mark that you're marking out from your stud is actually your center line. And it's no coincidence that this happens to line up with it. Okay? Don't sit there and take an hour to measure off 3/4 of an inch like a newbie. Okay? You look stupid as fuck. Especially if you're being paid to do it. Don't do that shit. Okay? Just take it, measure it out, mark it off, get it done in 5 minutes. That's it. It's so simple. If it's not simple to you and this confuses you, pick another line of work.